What's going on YouTube? Jamie the Kid 00 here, and we finally had our sneak peek in Europe because we were a week behind America for silly reasons, which will be explained in my Galactic Overlord swag list, which will be the video after we've had our second sneak peek tomorrow. But for now, I've actually got a deck profile for you guys because we managed to pick up everything almost everything I needed for my Evol deck profile. So I figured I may as well profile it to you because I'm one card short, and to be honest, it really doesn't matter all that much. So let's get into the listing. I've been testing quite a few builds over the night, and I've been testing them on the Dueling Network, and ultimately I've come to realise that the best build that I've been testing is very, very similar to Michael Smith Grant's build that he profiled for MCOL 40 very recently. So you guys can call me out on that if you wish to, but to be honest, this is the best variant. I've found other variants that I tested very inconsistent. So either way, let's get into it. I've been talking for too long. For it, we play Triple Westlow. Yeah, that is still in the camera. Westlow is really awesome just simply because he's a 1900 defender and he lets you search instantaneously, giving you advantage, letting you go into quite a few nasty plays. And the Zenmeister loop that Michael Smith Grant brought up was absolutely crazy. So this card is MVP of the deck, to be honest. Then we only play 2 Najasho now. Again, this was stolen from his idea. I was playing 3 and just drawing them when I really didn't need them. And the fact that you can now search them off of things like Duality and the Evo Diversity search card, you really don't need to main deck 3 because you really want to hunt these out as fast as possible, but you don't want them to be dead in hand half the time. So you only want to really hunt them out when you need them, if you know what I mean. Let's get on to the Evol Swords, because that's all the Evol tiles we play. We play Triple Serayo, which is basically your 1/9 Thunder King sized beta of the deck. Nothing else to say there. It's also really cool because if you actually manage to get it out with an Evol tile, which I really don't do that often, if you beat over something you get to search another Evol tile, but you really want to devote your resources to making Xyz plays, so you don't really do this that much. It's just nice as a 1900 beta and an option. Then we play 2 Volcanoes. I draw these far too much. Absolutely amazing card, except when you draw it. There you go. We play 2 Diplos, which are basically the bestiary of the deck. Just an easy MST main deck, which is the one thing that stopped me from playing triple MST. And then I play 2 Darwinos. These cards are absolutely crazy. I bumped them up to 3 if it didn't make the deck horribly inconsistent. These 2 in the deck make your econ plays far more live by being able to modify levels. They make you able to make a rank 7 Xyz, rank 6. They make so many things viable. Also, you can bring this out. Say if you went Evo Force Najasho, you could bring, if you've only got one of these in deck, you can still bring this out and any other Evolsaur, and then have this bump it by 1 and make an easy level 5. It's just, you spam level 5s with this deck so much if you manage to get your plays off. Then I play 2 Veilers because it's Veiler, and I have a horrible matchup against Inzektor's game 1. So, I mean, the Veilers have to stay in there. I mean, especially now that Priority's gone, these things really help you out against Rabbit and Card D and things like that. And then I play a 1 Gauze. Michael Smith Grant didn't play this, but I really like Gauze. It's my personal tech choice. I can't play games without this card, and I mean, the threat of it isn't enough. Actually having it is game-changing, and it's a win condition in the main deck that this deck really doesn't have. It doesn't have any main deck win conditions like BLS or anything crazy like that. But yeah, that's the monster lineup. Onto the spells, I play the Reborn, the Dark Hole, the Storm, the Book, Double, Space Typhoon. Again, because I play the Bestiaries, we really don't need any more than 2. Play 2 Dualities, you're searching. Basically, if you're not going off, you're readying yourself to go off. So, if you're about to go off, don't activate this. If you can't go off, activate it and just set a Westlow. Because your turns in this will really vary between whether or not you need to special summon shit tons or just special summon never, set and pass. So it's quite a versatile card in this deck. Play the 1 Avarice because you go through monsters. When you go off, you go through a crazy amount of monsters. Enough said. 2 Econs. They're great for protecting stuff. I chose these over Lance because of their variability with things like Najasho. The very fact that they contribute things, take control. You contribute Najasho, take control of one of your opponent's monsters, bring out Darwinos, and then modify that monster's level. Say you took control of an Alias by attributing Najasho, then you can bring out Darwinos, bump the Alias by 1 level, and then make an easy Tyrus. So it's really cool like that. Then we play 3 of the power card, Evo Force. Long story short, this is how your combos go off. You can get some crazy stuff off with this in Najasho. You can get double Largia plays off of, in late game if you can manage to get 2 Volcanoes out. You can turn 1 Big Eye or turn 1 Fulton Strike Bouncer with this card. Turn 1 Solder off of 2 what they call Darwinos. So it's just really crazy. And then the one card that makes this deck absolutely crazy now is the Evo Diversity, because it lets you search out all the cards you need now. I mean, the only issue you really have is not getting to your Evo Force very often, but yeah, because you don't really have a way to search Evo Force, so that's the only time this deck gets a little bit inconsistent. But it's much faster now, and I'm having trouble choosing this over Rabbit. I don't know which one is better, to be honest. Trap lineup, I play one Torrential, because you really want to keep field control, and you don't want to sacrifice off your monsters that quickly, so you only really want the one Torrential, because otherwise you're just going to TT stuff that you really can't afford to lose. Two Compulse, because again, this helps in the Inzektor matchup, and it just helps in getting anything off the field, just cards that can't be destroyed, all sorts of crazy stuff like that. Two Solemn Warnings, because warning is warning, and it's still really good. One Judgment, and I ripped this off of Michael Smith-Grant's profile so bad, but I really like his tech of Mirror Wall, because of the very fact that it lets you really protect things and get off things like your Zen Meister combo, your Zen Meister flip combo, just because this card protects you so much, in that your opponent really won't attack when they know they're going to lose the attack anyway. And paying the 2,000 in this is really useful, as he pointed out in his profile, because it sets you up for things like Utopia Ray, kills, and it's just a really nice card, and a lot of people wouldn't see this coming, so really cool. That's it for the main deck. Onto the extra. I play the one Zen mains because I need an emergency rank 3. I play the one Utopia and the one Utopia Ray, because Utopia is an option, and Utopia Ray is a win condition in the right situation. I play the one Zen Meister for the loop. Chances are you're only going to do the loop once per game, and that's a chance I will take. I don't need more than one. I play two... Ooh, they're stuck together. Two Lagias. I didn't like 3 because it took up too much space in the extra, and you make so many different things anyway. And you don't need you don't need more than 2 Lagias in this deck. I play the 2 Dolkas because, again, you may play against Inzektors, in which Lagia really isn't that good, and I've just knocked everything out of the way. So 2 Dolkas is definitely really quite useful. I'm playing 1 Roach because I side a lot of battle traps to keep this protected. It's really quite good against the hieratic matchup, so hence why it's in there. I play 1 Tyrus. I would play 2, or I would play one Adreus if I had one. But Tyrus is absolutely crazy. Just the ease you can get this card out, and how protected it is against things like Inzektors. And it only really loses out to Dark Ward's Grapha, and even then, it's a really powerful card. Again, I would play an Adreus if I had one, but at the moment I play a Zen Mayo with it. I would play this still, but space in this is really tight, so it might be the card that comes out. But this is really good for back row removal, especially if you're sure they're not playing the Starlight Road. Absolutely crazy. Then we play 1 Strike Bouncer. I've yet to get this card out, but I really, really like it just because of its effect negation and the fact that it's so damn big. It's just really useful. So, I mean, only time will tell how good this card becomes, but I really like Strike Bouncer for the options. 1 Solder, because Solder is OP, it's just really hard to get out, long story short. And this is my proxy for number 11, Big Eye. I would play Big Eye in this deck because you can make it with 2 Darwinos, but I didn't manage to get one. Hopefully I will get one at the sneak peek tomorrow, and if so, you will see it in my swag list, which I do every sneak peek. And then the final card for my deck is Stardust Dragon, because I side the Starlight Road, and I play Veilers and Gauze, so it's really cool to go into off the Veiler Gauze token. But yeah, guys, this has been my Evol deck profile for Galactic Overlords format. I hope you've really enjoyed this. Comment anything that you'd like to see me, you'd suggest changing in the deck, because it's still in the testing stage. I'll try and bring up some duel videos with it, and I'll probably go to locals with it next week. So you'll see how the changes happen, and I'll tell you how it goes. But otherwise, stay tuned for more content tomorrow, and I'll explain why our Galactic Overlord releases will be so late. And I'm almost done, so I'm almost back on my regular segments. But otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow with a big old status update. Otherwise, peace out. This has been Jamie the Kid. I'll see you soon. Bye.